Hey everyone, and thank you so much for joining me back into Foundation. My name is Axfield. With today's video, I'm starting a new series where I'm going to build a second town, and the whole idea with the series is to see if two towns can function together, if they can operate independently, and if they can create some sort of synergy between each other, and also just to see how the logistics would work in general. So I have never done this before, so I want to really see if it can be done, if it's practical. And yeah, let's just see how it works. But my second town, I want to focus on the Kingdom Splendor, really. So we've got a one town that's focusing on the clergy specifically. And then we can just use our second town then to focus on the military component. So the town is running pretty well. We've got really good money that we're making in this town. And the happiness level is getting stuck at between 85 and 90. We've just got a little bit of issues with the refined food at times, but that should sort itself out because now I've got another cattle farm that I've got going here to create some extra milk. And I think we could maybe look at creating maybe another dairy producer. Just want to see where is the milk at the moment. I kind of like always miss. Oh, there we go. 94 milk. Yeah, you see. So we can build another cheese maker, maybe. Okay, but we'll look into that now. I first need to determine where I want to build my second town. Now, I don't want to build it too far from where my current town is already, but I do think this is a pretty good location, this open spot that we've got here. And I want to build it kind of a little bit closer to the lake so that we can do some fishing over here. And we're basically starting a town from scratch. Now, the nice thing is that we've got obviously a lot of money. So that's not going to be issue to get this town up and running, and we've unlocked so many things already. So it's really a matter of getting all the material to this location. So yeah, I think the first step would be is to set up ourselves a warehouse as well as a granary, and to let them just start depositing some of the resources over here. So let's see, I want to move my village center. I want to move towards that side. We can only have one village center, so unfortunately. So let's just check this out. Buy yourself the best our lands can offer. It's on me. Okay, well, I might as well do this one, then it's a guaranteed success. There we go. Merchants are impressed. Okay, cool. Right, so let's move the village center, which is really like a city center at this stage, and we're going to create it into a village center again. So let's move it towards this side. I think I want to maybe place it right over here. And another thing that we need to place here first is another builder's workshop. I'll probably have to build two of these. I think I'll maybe have to place two. So yeah, let's do two of these. I think I'm going to just do it like this. We're going to need plenty of workers. Now we've got 10 available workers at the moment, so I can just go ahead and fill those two up. And now the next step would be to get the warehouse as well as the granary. So I want to kind of keep all of this together. I think the castle I'm going to kind of place over here, close to the water. But yeah, we can place it more or less over here. I think I'm going to remove that iron deposit. We've got the iron deposit on this side as well, so I'm not going to worry about that one. So let's just set up our storages over here. I want to kind of build it like in line with each other. I suppose I can fast forward the time. It's going to take some time for them to construct all of these things, because they've got to walk now from the other town. Let's see, the granary. Yeah, I'm going to squeeze in right next to this one. Okay, so our depot is going to be kind of like in line with this one as well. All right. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to prioritize these two structures, and then I'm going to have to fill them up with all of our basic construction material. So with planks, the stone, the wood, the tools, and the polished stone, I'm going to have to transfer all of those items. I'm going to tell them to fill it up here within this warehouse. And we've got plenty of fish, but I think instead of bringing the fish from the other town, I'm going to go ahead and build myself a fisher's hut already on this side. Let's just do it like that. And I'm only going to put up one market stall because we're basically starting from scratch again. And then from there I can work it up in adding some refined food, and then also the common wares we can start adding on a later stage. So let's do the market stall right over here like so. Oh, let's just keep it there. Okay. Alright, so we've got to now unlock the castle, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a free build and just spam some rose bushes again. Just to get that splendor going. I want to build the castle with the top tier structures from the start. There's no point in me building the wooden structures, breaking it down and then rebuilding again. So let's just look for the rose bushes and more or less on where I want to build the castle. So yeah, this would be a good location somewhere around about here. So I'm going to just go ahead and spam the rose bushes right over here. We've got so much money, so I can really go pretty wild with this. I think let's just do the whole amount. We need 150 to unlock all the tiers within the kingdom splendor. So I'm going to carry on just building this up until we get to 150. Yeah, this is quite pricey. That's going to cost me, let's see, 750 coin. Okay, that's not too bad. Here we go. So now we've got all the tiers unlocked. Well, up until over here, which is pretty much all the structures. We can fill this one up on a much later stage, building the Court of Heroes. So now I've got to wait for the Kingdom Influence just to build up by itself. It should build up with all the Splendor points that I've got at the moment. It should generate relatively quick. You see, my emphasis is not on the Kingdom Splendor at the moment with this playthrough. In any case, it's more about establishing the town. So I'm not too rushed in getting the castle set up over here. But I think it would look pretty cool if we've got a castle here with this town. And then you've got the two separate towns over here, right? So now you see, the thing is, when you do get visitors coming to your town, you won't be able to see. There's no pop-ups that appear on the screen to show you there's a visitor. You have to literally scroll over where the visitors are coming, or where the visitation location is, and you've got to go there to make sure there's nobody coming in. There's no other how can I say, signal that it will give you that there's someone waiting there. Just there's this little pop-up that will come over here that says there's a delegate coming or whatever. But I mean, you're so busy building, so you miss that. Okay, so we found iron over here. Let's see. The bailiff discovered the iron there. That's quite a distance far from where we are now at the moment. I'm going to just keep on sending the bailiff to prospect the minerals. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay, so I've got a few extra available workers. I'm going to maybe just do 2 transporters over here. And let's assign wood, planks, stone, and let's maybe do tools. Once the warehouse depot is set up, then we can add all the other stuff, like the polished stone and whatever else we need. So we need to kind of look at where we want to place the residential area. So I think I can start by maybe coloring in the residential area like this. I want to do more of like a linear town. So not a round town like I did with the monastic town. I want to just build the residential area maybe straight up, going towards the castle. I think that's a very practical build to have. You can kind of just build the residential houses right along the main road. So like I'm going to do over here now. In fact, I think maybe I must extend the town towards the bottom over here. and then build the castle a little bit closer. We can always extend it upwards, but yeah, I think let's do it like this. I'm going to extend it downwards. I'm going to just add 2 workers here for the granary as well, and we're going to just assign fish at the moment. We will have our fisher's hut up and running soon. Now I need to look at a place of where I can start chopping away wood. So a lumber camp. I suppose building the lumber camp on this side would make sense. So let's just do that. Maybe a little bit further up. There we go. Now we've got the extensions also now for the labor camp. So that's kind of nice because now we don't have to build multiple labor camps. Or lumber camps, sorry. Labor camps. I suppose you can call it the labor camp as well. And we can do the stone cutter camp right over here. So I do want to place these. I know I'm generating so much of these material already. But if we've got these close by, then they will just build all the other structures much quicker. So you see, in spite of me... Oh, there we go. We got some weapons and we've got some kingdom influence. So in spite of me opening up all these territories and having these extra production buildings going, I'm still making a lot of money. It's still plus 440 almost. So you see, because we've got the village center over here, now we've got a lot of visitors that will come to this location instead of going to the center on this side, which is kind of strange, but I'm quite happy about it because they've walked out now a clear path between the 2 towns. Okay, right, so we've got our fisher's hut up. I'm going to just let that start running. And I still need to finish this granary over here. But now what they can do is they can now take the fish straight from the hut. They can bring it straight to the market. So it looks like rustic food is starting to become a problem, which is quite strange. I mean, we've got a lot of fish and berries. So I don't know why they would say it is an issue. That's quite strange. I'm gonna maybe just go ahead and extend this even further. Okay, this is pretty cool. So our fisherman, he can literally go fishing right over here. So yeah, that's nice. So we can produce the fish quite quickly. So I want to see now, I want to start building my fortifications. I don't want to build the town too small, but I don't want to go too crazy with it. So let's say I'll make the gate roundabout over here. So this is our entry point. And we can build another city gate on this side, I would say. If we do it like this, I think this is quite good. I'll maybe go ahead and add another gate on this side, I think. We've got 4 entry points, that should be enough. So let's place another gate over here and then another gate over here like so. So the stone cutter's camp is going to be outside the city walls. Right, so let's check if this is going to work. It's going to be, like I say, a little bit of a elongated town. Go. Yeah, so you can see that it's currently we need 50 tools, 100 polished stone, and 100 of the normal stone, which we've got most of the things already in place. So now this is going to be tricky. I've placed the lumber camp on an awkward spot. I'll probably have to move this. Yeah, but I'll do that in a little while. So let's bring it around like so. Yeah, this is good. So now you can see this whole region is fortified. And I think this is the perfect size for what I want to do within this playthrough. I'm going to just go ahead and tell them to start building this. And the lumber camp I'm going to have to move. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to have to move this across. Let's see here. There we go. So this we want on that side. Have we got a gate here? No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the lumber camp maybe. We're going to have to maybe move it towards this side. To where the gate is on this side. Where is the gate? Oh, there we go. Here's the gate. So I'm going to place it right on the outside. There. Just do that. And I'm going to tell them to start clearing the woods over here. And just do it like so. Okay, we've got a market stall up, and yeah, I'm gonna just assign the fish over there. So we've got the fish assigned. Next step would be to maybe get the meat going. So I can place my hunters and my butchers. I can maybe set that up as well. So let's just see with the hunting. Oh yeah, this is perfect. So we've got some really good hunting spots over here. I'm gonna make this, all of this, the hunting zone. Let's just unlock another territory over here. There we go. Yeah, they can do all the hunting over here. So obviously my castle I'm going to place roundabout on this side. Just over here somewhere. Well, that's the idea. Oh, we found some gold. Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, so with the gold, we can make this... we can use this town to start producing some jewelry. I think that would be good. Because this is right over here. Right against the town. This is perfect. Okay, we've got... You see, now we're going to get a lot of villagers that's going to come at the same time because we've already got such a good amount of happiness. And we're going to set up a lot of residential homes over here now. In fact, let's just color this part in over here. Like so. Okay, it's taking pretty long now, obviously, to build all of the structures that we need here for the town. because now everybody is coming from all the way here to build whatever we need to build here. But I think once we've got a decent amount of houses, it's going to go a lot more smooth. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and already start with my walls for the city. Then it's easier to plan on which direction I want to expand to. So the kingdom influence is building up really nicely. I'm going to let that just accumulate up to 20. Then I can unlock all the nice parts of the castle. And then we can immediately start building the castle as well. Alright, so let's assign the polished stone here as well. I don't think there's anything else that I'm going to assign yet. We don't really need anything else. Maybe clothing, I would say. So we can obviously use this open territory over here to just build the sheep farms. There we go. I've got my miners now assigned. So it shows there that I've got 2 people that's unemployed, but this is actually the monks that's working here by the abbatial church. So there's 2 of them that hasn't got a job yet. I think it's this by this church. It could be here as well. I'm not really sure. But it's by either one of those. It's the monks that doesn't have the jobs. But I'm creating enough honey as it is and enough wine. Everything is running so smooth on that side. So I'm going to just leave it as it is. Oh, of course, I do want to only build maybe a cheesemaker. I want to get that additionally set up. I'm not gonna do that mission now. Just leave that for a bit. Okay, we've got a butchery there, a cheesemaker. Okay, you know what? Let's set up the other cheesemaker also here. So it does negatively affect the houses, so I want to also kind of keep it out of the city borders. So let's just go ahead and place it more or less over here. In that way it can't negatively affect the houses. So the reason why these houses hasn't upgraded is because we don't have enough commoners or citizens within the town. So you do need them to actually occupy the space before they will upgrade. But we don't need any more commoners or citizens, so I'm going to just leave it as it is. I actually like having all the different houses, a couple of the citizen houses, a couple of commoner houses, and then entry-level houses, which would probably be like the serf houses. Let's just go ahead and tell my bailiff here to prospect some more minerals. So obviously the setup is working. The only problem is that it's a really big delay on getting everything built here. But it does look like it's functioning properly. Like I say, we just need those extra houses, and then from there it should run a little bit better. Need to maybe look for a spot on where I can place my tavern as well. I don't know, or maybe I should wait. Yeah, let's just wait with that one. Otherwise I'm gonna run ahead of myself. What we can do is we can build a church. Okay, now that is a necessity. That is of utmost importance. Let's see. Service. Okay, I don't want to build a monastery. I literally only want to build a church within this town. Let's just see where all the residential areas are. So a church will look good, I think, on this side. And now what's nice about this, we can build a proper stone chapel. Now I'm going to build a big one because I want this church to literally support everybody in this town. It's not going to be the biggest of towns, so And we can always put extensions onto this chapel over here. But I'm going to first start by just linking these two pieces into each other. Let's just do this maybe. These two structures, they don't link as well unless I put it like this. This would work. Yeah, we could do it like this. Okay. So then from here we also need a proper bell tower. We can do the bell tower in the front, I think. We can also put the entrance here. Let's just see how it would look like this. Yeah, no, let's rather do it over here. Yeah, that's going to look good. And then from here we can do the entrance. We can do a proper entrance. Stone gate. Oh wow, okay, so this gate is quite big. I should maybe put it over here. I'm gonna have to move everything just slightly back. Oh, that's better. Okay. Well, that looks nice. We can maybe raise the ceiling over here as well. Just to get some more people in. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a capacity of 90. And I can always just add an extension on a later stage. So let's just go for this. This is gonna look nice. Very nice, in fact. Just add some decorations over here. Maybe just this. Like a little shrine over here. I don't know which side is the front. It's really hard to see. Okay, I think it's this way. Here we go. Cool. And they're progressing pretty well with the city wall also. Well, so far everything is still running very smoothly and I'm still making a lot of money with the current state of affairs that we've got. So my hunting camps, or the hunter's huts, I'm gonna maybe go ahead and set up 2 of them. Just for now. And then we can do 1 butchery. I think the 2-to-1 between the hunter's huts and the butchery, that works the best. Okay, and we want to keep it just outside of the city walls. So it also negatively affects the residential building, so I'm going to place it like that over there. And I've got the meter sign there by the granary. And let's just look to add another village market. Yeah, so you can see the traders are also starting to pop in over here. Because obviously we do trade some fish. So they will come to trade the fish and a few other items that we've got here. They'll probably start trading. Coin surplus. Okay. Yeah, we've been having a coin surplus for quite some time. So they only realized it now. We can still, I still forgot to improve my trade routes over here. I'm making so much money already, like I don't even know if it's necessary. Yeah, well, you know, the bailiff needs work, so let's maybe start by improving the trade route here with Davenport. Okay. Maybe not. We don't have enough planks. We've got 230 polished stone, so we can do that. Let's do improve the trade route to middle. We'll just use some of our polished stone. Oh wow, they're really setting up the city wall very quickly. And I've got currently now 17 kingdom influence. We're nearly there to unlock all the structures for the castle. So ultimately, I think what I'm going to do is we've got the church on this side, right? So it would probably be appropriate to place the tavern on that side, here at the northern part of the town. Okay, so everything's looking good. We've got a little problem with housing, which is fine, because we're getting like a whole influx of people coming in now, and we have to upgrade these houses to get rid of that problem. And the refined food is still -2. Just want to see if this cheesemaker is built yet. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's just go ahead and add 2 cheesemakers just for now. And see if we can build up the cheese effectively. So I'll probably set up on a later stage, I'll set up myself iron mining camps over here, because we're going to start producing weapons, and we definitely are going to need that extra little bit of iron. The charcoal is looking better, or the coal rather, but the only reason the coal is doing good is because I'm importing it. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to struggle with it, so I'm just importing that. I've got enough stuff that I'm exporting at the moment to make up for my money. In fact, let me just show this to you, so that you can see what's going on. So I'm selling meat, and in fact, I'm going to have to push this up a little bit. But yeah, I'm selling my meat. So anything, let's say anything above 50, they can sell that. The boars are running low, so it's maybe a good idea that I'm placing this extra hunting carts. And I'm selling the fish, which we've got so much of. Let's just see, and then I've got the wax that I'm selling. If we get over 40, the berry brew, we're selling over 80. We're selling herbs, honey, grapes, wine, and what else? We're selling planks as well. I'm going to just push this up also. Let's just only sell if it's over 75 maybe. Then I'm importing stone, polished stone, and coal. So yeah, I don't want to, like I say, struggle with that, especially seeing that we're going to build a castle and the weaponry and all of that stuff. I think it's important that I import those, and I can probably import some iron as well. I need to maybe look into that. Yeah, I think I must maybe do that as well. We're exporting tools if we get over 100, but the tools we've got enough of, and we're not producing enough to sell. And then I'm importing glass up until 30. We don't need a lot of that, and I'm importing the barrels. And the barrels is for the wine specifically. I don't think there's any other use for the barrels. It would have been a cool idea if there was like food deterioration or something, and you can use the barrels to just preserve the food even more. And that is something that you can do within Farthest Frontier, so I think that would have created an interesting extra challenge if you've got full food spoilage. Okay, we've got another extra 2 villagers coming in. I just need to get my housing sorted, because then if we've got way more housing, then there will also be a big amount of extra villagers that will come in. Refined food really is a problem at this stage. Yeah, you know what? Let's assign maybe another worker here to the cheesemaker. Okay, then we've got 9 cheesemakers. Let's see what's happening over here. Yeah, let's do this. We're just hosting the wandering monks. They are more than welcome to come. And my town seems to be running more effectively on this side. We're only lacking, we're lacking the iron. Obviously, this is for both the blacksmith and the cooperage. They are lacking the iron. You know what? Seeing that we are making so much money, let's just import the iron. Yeah. And they can keep on importing it until we get to 80. Why not? Because my treasury is full again, as it is. There we go. So I've pretty much covered all of my residential area that I want. I'm gonna leave the town just like this. Oh, you see, this is going to be a problem. Because we've got now the wandering monks. They're gonna come to the village center over here. Yeah, this is not ideal. I'll probably have to move this back to the other town. This is not going to work out so well. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move it back to where it originally was. I thought I was being clever moving it towards that side. But yeah, this is not going to work. There we go. Because we've got these wandering monks now, and they need to be close to the monastery or to the abbatial church. You see, now there will be a problem once I've got my castle up and running, and we've got to host the soldiers of the king. We've got to host at the castle. Then they're also going to come here and then go all the way to the castle and go all the way back to the village center and go back and forth between those two locations. I think that's going to be a problem. Okay, let's just unlock this. I think I'll start building on my castle within the next episode. I'm not going to bother with it for now. We're going to just keep on building the kingdom influence, and we can gradually just start unlocking all of these structures. I suppose it would help if I build the actual castle to also get some extra kingdom splendor. Okay, so we've got a hunter's hut, the one hunter's hut set up here. So I'm gonna just let them start hunting. Yeah, I've got all of this territory colored in, which is good. We can maybe go ahead and just unlock another territory. Another territory or two. Yeah, let's just go with this one. And I can kind of just color it in like this. Yeah. I think this is fine. Bring it maybe a little bit closer. There we go. Alright, and we're going to do the refined food over here. And it will be specifically the meat. Okay, the church is progressing very nicely. Let's just assign a village priest, and we're going to change that into a commoner. I need to actually wait before I upgrade the people to commoners. Yeah, we need to have some decorative items over here within the town. And we need some of these houses also upgrade to the second tier. Let's go ahead and add another transporter maybe for each of these structures over here, the granary and the warehouse. And our butchery's up. Yeah, let's maybe assign the 2 butchers if we can. Oh, no. Okay, so that's the monk that we've got, the unemployed monk over there. Now you see, this is now going to be a problem because now I have to come back and forth again just to see if we get new villagers coming to town. Yeah, so you see, this is the biggest problem I think in creating 2 towns. Is literally just the people coming in from the outside of the map. That's got the missions for you, and also the villagers, new villagers coming in. I'll maybe have to play like this so that I can just keep the other town within my peripheral. So we can see what's happening on that side. Let's see, the fish. Yeah, we've got a decent amount of fish. But I think just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and just add myself another fisherman's hut. Just to be safe. Okay, see there we've got new villagers coming in. So I've got to kind of like just keep an eye every now and then. It's a little bit of a pain having to monitor that side all the time. Okay, we've got another hunter's hut set up on this side. Yeah, let's just assign one. You can see we're starting to get a good shortage now as well. Candles. You know what? Let's just go. I'll probably have to import the tools as well, just to help with the candles. Let's see here. Yeah, we require the iron as well as the tools. So you know what? Let's change this up. Let's import the tools as well. I want to see how profitable my town is if I move this back. The tax is just slightly back. Let's see if it's still going to be as profitable. Okay, now I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the whole city wall has been built now, which is great. So we can go ahead and maybe add some watchtowers. So not that it's important to have the watchtowers as fortification, but I need to assign my patrollers over here. But I can't assign them from the city towers. Okay, you know what? I'll have to do a similar setup as what I've got here with my monastic town. I'm gonna have to build like mana pieces and just make them like watch posts. So let's do that. Mana, and let's build ourselves like mini watch posts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the navy blue color that I'm going to do for both the castle and for my watchtowers. Just to mix it up a little bit. Keep it interesting. Here we go. Alright, so now from here we can just start assigning some patrollers. I think this might be a problem with our patrollers that's going to come from the other town. I don't know. But you know what, let's just color this piece in over here. And then they can just, for now, upgrade these houses to the higher tier density. We've got some new villages coming in over there. See, so refined food is really a problem. Okay, but the cheese, they are definitely producing more cheese now, so... But this town is running really smooth. Looks like the only thing that we're really lacking is a combination between cloth and wool. Or actually just cloth, it seems like it. That's the only thing we're lacking. There is a decent amount of wool, yeah. Only one extra villager. So our population is currently standing at 325. I think once all of these houses within this village that we've got here, once they all reach the highest density, then we'll probably add another 200 people maybe in total between the two towns. So then we'll maybe end up with 500 people between the two villages. No access to monastic food. Why? We've got so much monastic food. Damn. Oh, it says it's now a city. Only now. It's a city and then a burg. So it instantly jumped to 2 levels. That's quite odd. I think I was supposed to be on city level. Okay, now it's just getting confused over here. It thinks I'm starting new again. I'm gonna just maybe prioritize this watch post over here. I think that's pretty important so that we just get that extra accommodation going. There's a whole bunch of extra villages coming in now. Okay, so that's what I want. I want to get at least 3 or 4 villages at a time coming in so that we can quickly expand this town and make it more independent, really. Wandering monks disappointed. Okay, I don't know why. According to them, they didn't have any monastic food, but we've literally got 160. Yeah, so the layout came out really nice here with the residential structures over here. They've created a nice path going through the city gate on this side. Ooh, you know what? We do have an issue here. Completely forgot. We still need to add a well over here. Oh my goodness. So let's add a well over here. And then another one maybe on this side. We go. So we got 3 extra villages. And I'm going to assign all of them basically just as patrollers. We don't need any watchmen because everything is in a fortified area. So as far as I'm aware, we don't need that extra watchman. Extended guard coverage, you see. So let's go ahead and add 3 patrollers over here. And then maybe on a later stage, I'll just add another tower there to cover this area. And we'll maybe do 1 extra one. We've got 3 towers, I think it's going to be fine. We're going to have the castle here. Okay, so let's just see, what would we do? Maybe we can activate the tier 2 kingdom privileges. That might be a good call. Or the royal courtier. Okay, I'll still see which direction I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just leave it open for now. Maybe I must just let it accumulate now, the influence, just to open up this trade route. Yeah, that can be maybe my next step. We've got a whole bunch of things lacking over here. We need wheat. And it seems like we also need grapes. Okay, you know what? Maybe I must not sell the grapes. Where's the grapes? Let's just see here. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe not export the grapes. Let's leave that for now. Well, we've got the 2 vineyards with the 1 winery. I don't really know why they're lacking that raw materials. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is I'll maybe import some cloth as well. Let's see, we can buy that. So, and I'll just let that maybe accumulate up to 30. Yeah, so from this angle it looks pretty cool having the 2 towns. Okay, so we've got a well set up, so this will just help with the people not having to walk so far between the 2 locations. Okay, there we go. We've got our patrollers walking around. So let's just see here, patrol coverage. Yeah, they should be upgrading these houses at any moment. I'm pretty sure. There we go. Okay, so now you can see they're starting to upgrade, and we've got the heavy fortifications. So I'm actually hoping they will go straight into the highest density houses, but I don't think it works that way. They have to go through it step by step. So we've got people coming in here that's actually donating gems. It's quite interesting. So I think the reason why we're getting gems now is to do with the actual town size. Or maybe it's to do with the clergy splendor, either one of the two. But initially we only got like things like bread and cheese and candles. But now we're starting to get gems from the visitors as well. Okay, they want wheat, but that's really the one thing that I'm struggling with, is to get enough wheat. So what we can do is I'm clearing out the forest over here, right? So once it's cleared out enough, we can do our wheat production or extra wheat production on this side as well. And I'm going to maybe do my sheep farms on this side. Let's just tell them to do the resource removal over here. And I'm going to also tell them just to take away that iron deposit. We're not going to use that one. Got another extra 2 villagers. And let's go ahead and set up another watchtower on this side. It would make sense having it close to the gates. Okay, they are the same height. That's good. Okay, so once that watchtower is up, I'm going to let them patrol the whole area. And we can just pretty much basically start upgrading all of the houses. I am thinking of just building another builder's workshop on this side, or moving one. Maybe we should do that. Let's move one of the builder's workshops. I'm going to do that. We'll move all of them on a later stage to different locations, but I'm going to just place them here for now. So that's easy accessible to all the different structures that we need to build. I think I'll just maybe open that last trade route with my kingdom influence before I do anything else. So I'm getting about half of the money that I got since I've adjusted the taxes and I'm importing a few extra things. It went down from 600 plus that we got per month to 300. Alrighty, there we go. So we've got Castle Harbour also now as a trading partner. And I think once we start producing our own weapons, then it's gonna go very well from there. Not that it's doing bad at this stage in any case. Yeah, so you can see these houses, they're upgraded to the 2nd level density and now they already instantly jump to the 3rd level. Because we've got all the needs are met. And now we've got plenty of housing, so we should be seeing a whole bunch of extra villagers coming in. There's just another one villager coming in. They're still coming in little drips and drabs. Yeah, fortunately we're producing so much blanks. that it's not really an issue now with building these structures. But you know, I do think that I must maybe add a sawmill somewhere over here. What we can do is, let's add a little snoring, what did they call it? A snoring post. Okay, so let's add a snoring post over here. And a napping post. That will give us 2 extra slots for villagers. Let's do that. And I'm gonna add myself then 1 sawmill. Just so that we have some planks close by. They don't have to bring it from the other town every time. Okay, we've got a labor festival. That's okay. Can get that going. Yeah, I'm quite happy with this church structure that we've got over here. It looks pretty cool, and we can have up to 90 people in per week. So this should be sufficient for quite a while. You see, this is why we're not getting so many villagers incoming at a time. It's because we've got low employment, so maybe we need some more jobs available. So I'm going to just tell the people to start removing these resources over here, so that we can maybe set up our sheep farms and also do our wheat farms. See what other structures we can add here. We've got our stone deposit, the gold, and we've got iron on this side. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to set up the quarries. Now I just want to see if we can actually sell the raw gold. Let's see here. Okay, we can. This is great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe not even bother in smelting the gold bars. Just selling the gold raw. So let's do that. We can assign them here to the warehouse. Let's add a transporter for both of these. I'm going to just go ahead and add the sheep farm as well as the weaver's hut. The weaver's hut we can in fact move into town. It doesn't negatively affect the houses. So I think I'll place it somewhere in this space over here where the builder's workshop is. Towards this side we're going to have the tavern. Okay, so the reason why I'm placing the weaver, or want to place the weaver over here, is because it's close to the storages. So obviously my transporters can take the wool from there to here, and then my weavers can just collect it here. And let's just do this. Yeah, see, we're running out of space now, so I'm going to have to set up another warehouse somewhere. Maybe on this side of the town, we can set up another warehouse, or just on the outside of the town. But let's just go ahead and assign the wool for now. Okay, they want us to deliver some manuscripts. Oh, this is great. Then we can get 80 barrels. So let's do that. You see, now that we've got more work available, then there's more villagers coming in at a time. So I need to start to gradually set up all the other different working spots. Let's maybe do a gathering hut as well. It might be a good idea to do it on this side of the city. Just place it like that. There we go. So our wood storage is full at the moment. Stock maximum. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to say stock maximum. So they can bring the wood from the other locations. They can bring it here. We've got a sawmill, then they can collect it from the warehouse here. Or if we need it for any other structures. And let's just say stock maximum for all of these. I think that's quite important. So that's one way that you can do it, I suppose, is that when you run a separate town, is to just select the option to stock maximum. Then it will start bringing goods from the other warehouses, I believe. And they will prioritize this warehouse and this granary. Just bring the goods onto this side. I'm going to also open it up here, this granary, for the boars maybe. I know they say that the rustic food and the refined food is a problem now, which I'm not really sure why. I mean, we've got the fish right over here, so I don't know why the market tender is not getting the fish. You know, maybe I should just set the berries also make that available to the people. There we go. Okay, the sawmill is done. I'm going to just fully staff this. We can add ourselves another woodcutter. They're still building this napping post. I'm going to keep the game in fast forward. We need a lot of resources for this side still. I'm going to wait before I increase the housing density for the houses on this side. We've got enough places for the people to stay at the moment and for the amount of work that we've got available. So let's just go ahead and start maybe just laying out the blueprints for the castle. So I can do a proper castle now, right? So I need to add myself a keep. In fact, let's go back here. I want to link it here to the bushes. So we've got a free build. Now I've got to add myself a keep. And this will of course be my keep, the bigger part. I just feel it has to be, this part has to be the keep. And I want to kind of like keep it like here by the entrance of the gate. So we're going to link it to the city wall over here. We're going to create like another, let's call it an outer bailey on this side. Yeah, so we're going to do it like that. And I'm going to place my castle here. I'm going to raise it maybe a little bit. We can add some more towers on a later stage. And let's just add ourselves a proper entrance here. Yeah, somehow feel this is going to be a better entrance for us. Although this does look the nicest. If we do it like that, yeah. And like I said, I'm going to stick with the navy blue here for all the militaristic stuff. We're going to change the roof to like this militaristic type of blue. And then we can add ourselves dummies. And I'm thinking of doing the armored straw dummies. This is going to work better for the training for the soldiers. Yeah, now we have to kind of figure out where to put these. I think we can place it maybe up against the wall on this side. I'll maybe just start by placing 2. Can also maybe do some archery training over here. So let's just maybe do one of these. Okay, so we've got all of the basic components now that we need for the castle keep. So I'm going to just add a secondary part, which is the armory. It's a freestanding building, so we can pretty much place it anywhere. In fact, I'll probably want to place the armory inside of the city walls. I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's leave the armory for now. Build all. I'm going to just build this for now. I'm going to remove these resources over here. Okay, so let's remove the resources on this side. Just to open up the space for the castle, and then I'll add the other sub-buildings. I'm going to just first clear out those resources. Okay, so we've got our gold quarry over here now. I can assign myself some miners on this side. Let's just see if we got some new workers. Yeah, got quite a few extra villagers that came in. So I'm going to assign my 2 workers on this side. It looks like I can only assign 2. That kind of sucks. Alright, but that's okay. I'm not going to use the gold for anything else other than just trading it. We can trade the gold in its raw form, so that's fine. High trade volume. Okay, so we get some 10% happiness extra boost just because of the high trade. Okay, I'm going to say dismiss this one. We don't have enough resources available. Just feel like that's an unnecessary challenge now to take on. I'm quite curious to see what we will actually get for the raw gold if we sell that. Let's see who buys it from us. Okay, so it's Northbury that buys the gold. We get 4 coins for every piece of raw gold that we're selling. That's a really good amount. I mean, just for the raw gold. That's really good. I'm currently building my sheep farm over here as well. And I'm now just thinking, I want to place my tailors. I want to maybe place on this side. My tailor and my weaver. So let's move the builder's workshop. I'm going to maybe go ahead and move it towards the outside of the town. Here we go. And let's just see here for the weaver's hut. We can kind of like squeeze it in here. I think this is a good spot for it. And the tailor can be right next to it. It's gonna look nice placing these two together. And that will work, definitely. Right, so what I did was within the previous episode, I just said they must stock maximum of everything, and you can see they are prioritizing this warehouse over here. They're bringing all the goods to this side, which is great. So this is going to just make it easier for us to build the current structures that we're busy with now. There's quite a few houses that's still busy upgrading on this side, and it requires so much or so many planks just to upgrade one of these. So it's, yeah, it is a little bit frustrating. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving these builders workshop as well, because I'm looking to place myself a tavern on that side. And let's just go ahead and place one over here. Then I still need to look for a place for this workshop. Let's maybe just kind of like squeeze it in here. Just like so. There we go. Now we've got the space to place our tavern. And I do want to place the tavern right over here. And I'm only going to do like a blueprint for the tavern, because this is now going to also cost me a whole lot of resources. And I'm going to let them also brew some berry brew. And we've got to assign the berries also over here, and then also the berry brew. There we go. I'm going to also do the wheat, then the flour, and the bread. Yes, that's something that we're also going to have on the side. And now we can perfectly stock the granary with everything that we are going to produce here. So let's first start with the step-by-step setup that we normally do. In fact, I think I'm going to do it kind of like in reverse. I'm going to first start with the berry brewery. The berry brewery I'm gonna do like so. Okay, I'm just raising the roof so that we can have 3 berry brewers. And then from there we're going to add the service counter, which I'm going to place like this. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. And we can raise the roof again up to this point so that we can have 3 taverners. You know, in fact, I'm going to raise this even a little bit more. It's just going to make it look nicer. And then from there, so we've got our service counter. So now from there we can add ourselves the public lounge. Here we go. And so we've got 15 people that we can squeeze in here. And we can place ourselves a nice entrance on this side. And now the last piece of the puzzle, we can create ourselves an inn. I'm going to do maybe like a smaller structure. And we can do it like this way. Let's just raise the roof maybe like so. Yeah, that's looking nice. And then from there, would actually like to add one extra piece over here. Okay, so my idea was to add another little structure here. Yeah, it can actually work if we do it like this. That's looking pretty cool. That's really a nice looking tavern. Okay, right. So we've got, if I place it like this, then we've got 9 people that we can fit within our inn. Which is, I think, appropriate for this town size. Let's make little windows over here, why not? Just like that. And I'm going to do the same on this side. Do one over there. And we can do another one over here like so. Let's maybe make 2 on this side as well. One there. And one over here. Cool. Now that's a really nice looking tavern. A big one. But at least we've got everything in now that we need. It's costing us a lot of planks. That's also almost 60 planks that we need for that. But it's fine. Let's just leave the blueprint like that. And I'm going to fast forward everything. And got to just continuously keep an eye out here for new people coming into town. Because they're going to my city center on that side. Alrighty, so we do have enough people now that we can assign here to work as shepherds. And I just want to lay out my pasture over here. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to make it kind of like a square pasture. I'll fence it out maybe off screen. I'll just do the fencing afterwards. Now these pastures, they really have to be massive. They take up so much space. Okay, let's just see. I should be really close to reaching the size that I need. Oh, come on, man. Still too small. Wow, that's crazy. And it's so big already. Okay, let's extend it a little bit further. There we go. My goodness. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, these pastures are massive. Yeah, we can add some extra workers here. Okay, cool. I thought there should be more than 2 slots, so they weren't done building this quarry over here. Let's just add ourselves 1 miner. We've got 1 available worker. There's some new people coming into town now. Alright, but we've got the majority now of these houses done. We've got plenty of space left for people to move in still. So, which is great. I want to encourage them to move towards this side. We're busy with our keep. That's also progressing very nicely. We've got almost all the resources that we need to finish that. Okay, so let's see if there's another 2 extra people. It would probably make sense to have the armory here close to where they are training. So let's maybe go ahead and place the armory over here. So with this game, definitely money is not a problem for me at all. We can really go pretty crazy, even if I just want to do a whole bunch of imports. But I want to keep my income high as it is. I don't really want to depend too much on the imports, even though I can. Let's see what else I can upgrade here. These things all cost money. Not that I'm going to use it, but I might as well just upgrade these, just to have it. So I've got currently now 18 kingdom influence. So what I want to do is I'm gonna just do focus on the spear warfare maybe for the first one. And maybe we can do the royal courtier as well. Maybe that's the first two ones that we can do, and also open up the extra decorations over here. Yeah, I'm gonna just go with those for now. Alright, so our weaver is built. We've got our shepherds working on this side. It's going to take some time before they start accumulating the wool, because the sheep has to grow and they need to grow their wool also. So let's just, yeah, I'm going to just go ahead and assign them in any case. Now we do need commoners here to operate on this side, but I'm not going to upgrade the people as of yet. I'm going to just let a whole bunch of serfs work here. And once I've built most of my structures and I've got a whole bunch of extra material that I can build with, then I'll maybe consider upgrading some of them to commoners. So the tailor workshop is now done also. Let's just see. Okay, there's a few people coming in. Looks like maybe 3 or even 4 coming in on that side. But yeah, this design looks really nice. So the AI has placed the houses perfectly here. That's looking really, really nice. We could squeeze a lot of houses in here. It just looks so neat and tidy. It's obviously not going to be like that on this side, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2. Oh, only 2. I'm pretty sure there was 3, but it's okay. Let's add 2 to the tailor. Okay, the castle keep is looking really nice. So from here, now we're going to add something else. I need to add my barracks. That's quite important. So for the barracks, I would maybe like to do the round stone towers. I think they're going to look really nice. Placing these ones around about the actual keep. Yeah, it's going to kind of overlap. Well, it will completely overlap here with the city wall, but it won't look unnatural if we do it like this. They do have an entrance point from the main castle door over here, so I don't know, I don't have to build anything else. Well, I'm thinking if we build the barracks like this, we can do this one, we can do for the spearmen, and then we can do one for the archers, one for the swordmen. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Okay, so let's do, I need a space for the royal courtier as well. It doesn't require too many different materials to build. So that's my barracks. Let's go ahead and add the royal courtier as well. Gonna do the same structure. Let's maybe do it here at the back. Need to make sure that these towers are the same height. I don't know if this is gonna look good, but I'm gonna do it like this in any case. There we go. Okay, so we will continue mine. Okay, cool. Add a company. Okay, so we've added now a company, but we still need the actual soldiers. So now that's where we're waiting now for the more people to come in. Employment is high, yes. Okay, so we should get a good batch of people coming in now. Next, and then we need to also sign someone working here at the armory. And we can just add the spears for now. What is this actually? Steel. Okay, so steel can only be imported, and we use it on a later stage for the more advanced tools. I do believe they will bring out an update which will enable you to produce your own steel. And I think if we will be able to trade the steel, we're going to get a hell of a lot of money for the steel. So I'm just fast forwarding this now. I spend a whole lot of money upgrading these or building these structures and researching all of this technology. So it almost looks as if I'm in a deficit, but you can see that we're still very much in a surplus. Okay. Is this only one villager coming in? Okay, now we've got 2. Okay, that's not too bad. So what I'll do is I'll maybe just add 1 villager here working at the armory, and we can add 1 to the company. Then at least that 1 person can start training it himself or herself. So the next step would be to build ourselves the spear encampment, and this will add another company to the soldiers that we've already got. Now, I don't think I'm going to do a spear encampment. Let's maybe unlock the bow warfare. Yeah, then we can rather add some archers for ourselves. Okay, here we go. So we can do the bow encampment on this side. Okay, so we need some straw archer. I want to see something. Straw archer targets. Is that all that we have at the moment? It seems like it. Straw archer targets. Okay, well, I'm going to just have to place these in. Let's see here. I'm going to just put them at the random spot. Maybe just like so. Here we go. Okay, right, so we've got those extra villages now. I'm going to assign 1 here as a transporter. And we can assign just 1 guardsman for now. I think I'm going to also allow the workers just to start building this now. We've got a decent amount of wood and planks, so they can just start building the tavern. The boyar's hut. Okay, so for the boyar's hut, we need wood, cloth and tools. Okay, so I suppose we can place the boyar's hut somewhere on this side. It doesn't have a negative effect on the residential structures. So I suppose it can be maybe on the inside of the city walls. Okay, so if I build it like this, they can easily get to the entrances. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe just do this. So it needs to be under or behind fortification. So either way, I can't place it on the outside in any ways. One surface left. Why? Why? So they're saying that refined food is really a problem, but I don't understand why. We've got so much meat also. Okay, you know what? Let's add ourselves some decorations. I like these beech trees. It just colors up the town if you just place them randomly. Just give some life to the town. And let's do, while we do the decorations, I'm gonna also maybe just add some lanterns here on the main pathway. Okay, so now we've got everything that we need to upgrade these houses. And I'm gonna just see who we can upgrade or who needs to be upgraded. Add ourselves some commoners. And we can conclude that I've got everybody that I need to be commoners have been upgraded. We still need to assign a royal courtier. Let's just use one of those extra workers that came in now. Assign royal courtier. Let's see what we can do here. Combatant training speed is increased by 13%. Happiness is less impacted by 13%. This is so tempting to go for this guy. Off. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. I think that's gonna really help us. Just to help make everything run smoothly. Yeah, so I think the castle will look nice with the 4 towers that comes out from the side. And then we can just eventually add the city wall on a later stage. So we've got a bow encampment now that we're busy with. And then lastly, we're going to just add the sword warfare as well. We can add here at the back corner. If I do add some more extensions to the castle, it will probably be to the back. And we are going to need that maybe, let's see, for the private quarters, for the mess hall, and the healing house. We're going to extend all of that maybe backwards, I think. Or we can build a separate structure on this side. For the healing hall, I'll maybe place it on an open piece on this side. Sounds like a good trade. Okay, we don't really need the money, so I'm gonna just say decline. And I'm going to also just start placing myself another sheep farm. So that has been an issue. In the previous episode, the clothing kind of like ran out. It looks a little bit better now. Now tavern is almost done. I'm going to have to look at adding myself another gatherer's hut. So let's see here. We can add another one over here. Okay, so here we can see now some of the houses are upgrading to commoners. I was really hoping these ones are not going to upgrade, but they do cost less resources to upgrade, so maybe it's a good thing. But we've got this one on this side, and also over here that's upgrading to common houses. Yeah, so I'll send my royal courtier. I have to send to attend the court. Attend the court to discuss the royal duties. Yes, that's what I need to do. So let's just see. Royal courtier. Where are you? Yeah. Attend the court to discuss royal duties. Cool. I'm gonna just send him out. Let's add ourselves a miner on this side, and yeah, I've got now a few extra people, so I'm going to maybe just assign all of them as guardsmen. So there we've got 5 troops now. Good. We're almost done here with the Boyer's hut. Your villagers are eligible to a new status. Oh, already. Militiaman. We've got the barracks housing, okay, so oh, we need goods. We need goods. Okay, you know what? Let's just make the goods available for the soldiers on this side. Then we can upgrade them to proper soldiers. So we can do a goods workshop on this side. And I'm going to use the blue like I always do. Specifically for the goods. Okay, and the sheep farm is done this side. We now just need some extra workers over here. So there's a whole bunch coming in. I'll probably add them first here to work at the gatherer's hut. And then we can start brewing some berry brew over here. I've already colored this space in here to add more houses. So they will obviously just systematically add the houses as we need. Because I think the reason why they're not building is a lot of these houses are still very much empty. Okay, so we're going to add a company. There we go. That's going to be our archers. For some reason it still says housing insufficient. Yeah, you see, I think you're going to start getting problems like that with the sign popping up the whole time saying housing insufficient. Because the computer will automatically assign someone from this town to come and work somewhere over here. Which is not really ideal. And I don't know if there's no way that you can change it. You have to physically press on each person to reassign them, I believe. And it's just too much of a slip. Okay. Let's see, how is the wool doing at the moment? Okay, so the wool is accumulating nicely. I'll leave that sheep farm, I'll just leave it empty for now. Let's maybe add ourselves some soldiers over here. Right, so we can do 1, 2, 3. Okay, only 2 actually. We need a market tender still on this side. Let's take away 1 forager here. And I'm going to assign them to work rather there as a market tender. And we can sell the clothing. Now from here we will be eligible now to upgrade the soldiers. They will have everything that they need to be upgraded from militiamen to soldiers. Okay, the refined food is actually kind of doing better at the moment. Let's see here for the cheese. Yeah, everything's looking better. So we can unlock the sword warfare now as well. Let's just do that. And then we can add another tower. And this tower will specifically be the sword encampment. And we're going to connect this like with structures. Just have to make sure they're all the same height. That's it. And then we need our training dummies. We have to look for some place to place these guys. Just do 1 over there and 1 over here. Okay, so we can also improve the trade now to Castle Harbor. Just want to see what we need to improve the trade to them. Our castle is at your service. And must attend royal companies visiting your village. Okay, so I think they're gonna come to the barracks specifically to rest there. Okay, but we do have enough space at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so we need 13 kingdom influence to upgrade the trade route. These other ones are super expensive. To improve the trade route to middle, 250 polished stone. It's just wild. This one is the only reasonable one. 75 planks for Davenport. Yeah, this is a really old school looking castle over here. This is like the type of castles that you would see in the animated movies like in Disney or whatever. We've got the 4 towers surrounding the actual keep. I thought of doing something simplistic. It still looks nice though. Okay. There we've got another 3 villages that came in. Okay, from here, let's see. We've got to assign ourselves an innkeeper, right? And we can upgrade them to a commoner. We've got all the facilities to upgrade these guys. And we need a taverner. And we'll upgrade her as well. And let's just give it some time to finish the structure. Well, they're almost done. Got pretty much everything that they need. You know, I'm quite curious if whether or not I should maybe just import swords. I think I should really do that. Assign function. See here, short bows. Yeah. I can start creating short bows over here. Going to just assign 1 weaponsmith. So I am really thinking of just maybe importing swords. Let's see if we can do that. I'm sure we can. Oh no, we can only sell, unfortunately. So I will have to craft these swords. But we can import the iron and everything else that we need to craft those swords, so I suppose that's fine. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and clear the forest over here as well. And all the resources that's here. I want to look at starting to build the wall here around the keep. Let's just take these trees away. Yeah, I want to see what's happening over here. Now, I'm not placing any forager, what do you call it? Yeah, is it a... forgot the name of it. A forester, not the forager. Forester. So I'm not placing any forester camps over here because I want to use this side specifically to create my wheat fields. I will probably move the wood cutting maybe towards this side. I think I will do that, yeah. There we got 4 additional villages. Okay, so let's see. Increase trade with Keenstone Abbey. Trade bonus of 25 when buying barrels. Okay, we are buying barrels, so I'm gonna just go with that one. First weapons crafted. Let's check it out. Yeah, there we go. So we've got our first short bow. We've got currently 2 archers. I'll maybe just... let's add another archer. We've got 5 spearmen. I'm gonna maybe just go ahead and fill this company up. Why not? Let's just fill this company. So they can now start practicing with proper bow and arrows. So listen, you guys can stop hitting the targets. You can go grab your weapons and start doing some proper training over here. Yeah, stop fooling around, man. Okay, let's see. We can upgrade these guys now. Well, supposedly... oh yes, I remember. So the secret is they need to be at level 5. That's what I can remember. They have to still get some experience through battles. And you know what? Let's maybe send them out to do the strategic patrol. Fair. Okay. And I do have their weapons with them, right? Yes. Okay, so you guys can just go out. You can do the strategic patrol. And then in that way, you can just build up some experience. This is good. You can see on this side, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here within the storage. I did say that they must trade the gold with me. I'm pretty sure I did tell them to trade the gold. Let's see. Oh, I didn't select it yet. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just tell them to trade the gold as long as it's over 40 maybe. Yeah, we've already got 143 gold, so we're gonna make so much money from that. And speaking of that, I want to add a piece of building to the castle as well, which can be like a treasury. I'm clipping that manner of mine so many times with the treasury. I've built so many treasury structures on top of each other, so I just feel like I want to break it down maybe into different locations. So let's add the treasury. And if we do add the treasury, it will be towards the back. So sub building, treasury, and let's see what type of structure we can add over here. Yeah, so we can do the chambers. This is going to look really nice. Just placing it over here. Yeah, I want to maybe move it a little bit deeper in. We can do it like so. In fact, I can do another one and place it like here. Let's do this. There we go. Doesn't cost too much resources, and we can increase our treasury with another 660. So let's do that. Okay, so within our barracks, yeah, we still have enough space. I'll probably have to build another tower into this one, just to increase the space for the occupants. We're going to have a swordsman as well, and then we're definitely going to run out of space. So let's see, if we take that tower over there, that's our barracks, right? That's a living space. And I'm going to just extend the tower upwards. That gives us another 24 capacity. I hope this is going to look right. I'm not really sure if this is going to work, flipping this, but otherwise, there we go. Yeah. Now it's in line with the other structure. Okay, cool. Let's just apply the changes to open up more space. And yeah, we should be fine then with that extra space. Got another 2 villages. And I'm going to go ahead and just assign them here as foragers. I'm just going to assign the 1. And then we need some brewers over here. So we can only assign 1 brewer in here. That's a bit strange. Well, it's okay. I think maybe we only do need 1. So we're going to upgrade that person. And a taverner. We can have 2 taverners. I'll just upgrade them to commoners as well. And they can sell the berry brew. But look how cool this tavern is looking. That's really nice. It's a pity you can't change the roofing for the tavern over here to make it maybe look like the commoner buildings. I think that would have been more appropriate to have the tavern with this type of roof. It doesn't necessarily have to have a citizen roof, but if it's got this like this tier 2 roof, I think it would look the most suitable. Yeah, so here we can see the castle is really looking nice at this stage. Yeah. We can start adding some more structures. I'm probably going to move this armory maybe to the side. And we can do all our encampments over here with the training grounds and so forth. Let's see, I want to do my city wall. Let's see if we can connect it over here. So here's a nice connection point for it, and over here as well. Oh, no. Cancel. Okay, so why are you doing this? I'll maybe just have to do it this way. Okay. Now this I want to build maybe a little bit more square. Not completely, so let's just do it kind of like this. And we can add our city gates. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to just do it like this. So then we've got enough space to add a few other things. Some other sub-buildings if we need to. Just going to build it like that. Here we go. Yeah, so far everything is still running perfectly. Got the same debuff like we normally have with the -4 on the refined food. Could possibly, it's either between the bread or the cheese that's causing the problems. Now, as you can see, I don't really have any more space over here. So I'll have to start with my wheat production on this side. And also maybe get a few cattle farms also in between. But we're going to have our 2 sheep farms on this side. And there you can see my treasury is once again full. Looking at all of my resources, I should probably start upgrading these houses. But I'm gonna leave it maybe for a little while longer so that they can just fill up this empty space with some of these smaller houses. But they're building it quite nicely. We just need to fill this last bit of space. Let's see. Okay, there's a few extra villages. Nice, 4 extra villages. That's good. Okay, so we want that. And we want to upgrade these guys to commoners, yes. And I've got 4 hunters on this side. Okay, let's just leave that for now. I've got all my archers, I've got all my spearmen. Okay, so the swordsmith, we can also place it somewhere within the city walls. But I think in fact I'm going to place the swordsmith on this side. Because we've got all our raw materials over here, right? So it would make more sense to have it on this side. So I'm going to place the swordsmith over here. And then they can... Ooh, building... Oh, okay. Cancel. It has to be within the fortifications. Fish fair, okay, cool. There is one little space left over here, so I suppose I can squeeze it in. There we go. It only just fits. Okay, so we can craft the swords on that side, and I'll just tell them to transport it to the armory here. So our bows can go here, and our swords can go here. Cool. You see, the nice thing is that we've got everything here for the people that's visiting our castle. We've got the marketplaces literally right next to the castle. And then we've got our tavern over here. And we've got our church is a little bit far, I would say, but it's not too bad. Now, I had a prior now that moved out of the monastery. I'm not sure why. That's really not ideal. So I'm going to just devote another monk over there then. We've got so many manuscripts, I suppose I must upgrade these monks. But I don't want to upgrade them to priors, because the priors are kind of like the citizens. They are very needy. You need to provide them with so many different things. Yeah, I can extend this trade route if I want to, but let's leave that. Let's look at where we can upgrade some villages. Oh, that's the royal courtier. We need a commoner for royal courtier, or citizen rather. Our brewer needs to be a citizen as well. Not sure if I really want to start upgrading the houses to citizen houses. We don't have all the needs, or all the goods that we need for the citizens in this town. Not yet, at least. But let's just pause that. Alright, so let's see. Copyist. Yes. I'm gonna upgrade that one. So all of these guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and upgrade all of them. They do better as brothers. But I'm not gonna upgrade anybody to prize. Blue promotion. There we go. Just want to see if it's possible to sell the manuscripts. I don't even know. Never looked at it. So it would only be Keenstone Abbey that would buy if they had to buy. But they don't. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of funny because with the manuscripts at the beginning, it was such a pain to accumulate it. And now I've got so much and I can't do anything with it. We can add a company over here. So this is going to be our swordsman. And there we go. Chateau de Bellevue is now a fort. Yeah, well, I suppose we've got now up to 15 soldiers that we can assign here to this fort. 5 spearmen, 5 bowmen, and 5 swordsmen. Oh, okay, cool, yes. Okay, so with these special quests, at least we can use the manuscripts for that. That's one nice thing. We can fulfill that very quickly. Nice, 80 tools. Now we've got a crazy amount of tools at the moment. Just want to see how far this swordsmith is. Is it already done? Yes. Okay, cool. Iron sword. There we go. I'm going to just assign 1 weaponsmith. And add maybe another transporter on this side. I suppose I can maybe just put steel in here. We will on a later stage need steel if we need to upgrade our weapons. Let's just maybe do 3 transporters. So what I'll do off screen is I'll place the pastures here for the sheep farm, and then I'll just do some fencing over here. I do want to clear out some more trees here, just to have enough space here for the pastures. Here we go. And our treasury is also now increased, so we've got just under 4,000 now coin that we can store within our cities, or our 2 towns rather. Let's see, we will need to add something else over here. Oh, I need to unlock those structures first. There we go. So a provisioner, we are going to need a provisioner on a later stage, but not yet, I would say. So the provisioner requires, ideally, I would probably use the provisioner to collect the boar meats and the berries. That will be the easiest one. But the provisioner, I'm going to place a separate structure for that one. Yeah, let's just maybe do this in any case. So new sub building. New sub building. We're going to do the provisioner. And I think it would be cool to have a tent for the provisioner. But we can't place the tent. I've tried this before. Because you can't add a chimney to the tent, so... Just thinking what type of structure would work the best. suppose to have a bigger structure would be better, because then you can add more workers. So maybe if you build like a structure here into the wall, it's kind of out of the way. If we do it like this, I think this might be a good idea, to do it like so. Let's just add ourselves the chimney. And just kind of like do it there in the middle. And then we can do a basic door, maybe there, like so. Yeah, let's just do it like that. So I'm going to just let my influence points accumulate. So from here we can add ourselves the command post to increase our company size. Don't know if it's necessary yet. Maybe we can first look at adding ourselves the mess hall as well as the healing house. So the private quarters will only start to get necessary once we've got our knights and other nobilities that's visiting. I've got one available worker, so let's maybe add one swordsman for now. So I believe I've got to maybe just put my bowman numbers maybe also set on an expedition. But I can only send one company for the strategic patrol, so I'll just have to let them carry on. Yeah, okay, let's just leave it like that for now. Okay, we've already crafted 3 swords. That's really good. Now once we've accumulated enough, we can start selling these items as well. Get really, really good money for that. Town is coming along very nicely, I must say. Yeah, I just want to check something. I'm not going to place another barracks. I just want to see what type of structure I can add here to the back without it looking strange. Oh, this might work. See, if we do it like this, we extend it up maybe a little bit. Maybe not too much. Kind of like that. Yeah, that can work, and we can add another extension to the side on a later stage. Now we've got a company coming back. You can see them from that side. And we've got a whole bunch of villagers coming in now. Yeah, I see employment is good and happiness is at maximum. Refined food, yeah, it's not as much of a problem as before, but now there's a goods and entertainment shortage. Ah, we need some extra berry brew. What is odd for me, oh, you see, we don't have a chimney. Maybe if I add the chimney, that will allow me to allocate more brewers. I couldn't now figure out what was wrong over here. There we go. And this person is not brewing anything without the chimney. That is the problem. Okay, and that is why we've got a lack of entertainment. Another 4 villagers. Okay, so they should be filling up the space now, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and add ourselves the shepherds over here. I'm gonna just go ahead and start coloring in the pastures on this side. I'm gonna try and keep it square as much as I can. We can maybe fit in another one on a later stage if we do need to. There we go, perfect. Okay, right, so we can then maybe do another sheep farm more towards this side and we can expand it towards the back here. But yeah, that's looking pretty cool. So we've got to just wait for the sheep now to grow up, then they can start collecting wool there. And we can add ourselves, oh sorry, we can upgrade these weavers if they're not already upgraded, which they are. And let's add another tailor. Yeah, we've got now plenty of wool, so ideally I should probably just add another weaver hut, which I'm gonna do maybe on this side. Here we go. As always, my refined food seems to be a little bit of a problem, and I believe that is to do with the bread. So I'm going to set up some wheat farms, and I'm going to slowly but surely also start promoting the people to citizens. I think it's time that we actually get to that level now for this town. What I want to do before we build the wheat farms, I want to first add some extra storages over here, and I think I'm going to do it maybe just like so. Yeah, I'm gonna add my warehouse over here, and then we can also add an additional granary with the depot. Let's just see, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna do the same for the granary. I'm gonna place it kind of like right next to this warehouse over here. I don't know if it's the best idea, but I just want to kind of squeeze them in here in the middle of the town. And then obviously I'm going to just clear this space. We're not going to use this as a residential space anymore. So we're going to clear that out quickly, so they can still settle around it. I believe they should be able to fit another house in there and maybe here as well on that spot. Okay, so we leave it at that. I'm not setting up any patrols as of yet. We've still got so much space left in the city, so I'm going to just let them occupy all of the space there is before I decide to increase the density of the houses on this side. Okay, so let's see here. We want to place our wheat farm. I'm going to place one over here. And we'll just plop a few of them right next to each other, but I'm going to place it here. And we can do the wheat barn, definitely. And then our tooling shack also, just to add those extra workers. There we go. So I'm going to just let them place that down. We've got a few villagers coming in there again. Oh, actually only one. Okay. Now I've filled up my company of swordsmen. So now we've got 5 swordsmen, 5 archers, and we've got 5 spearmen. Within my previous mission, while I was playing off screen, my spearmen actually failed the mission. That was the first time, I think, ever that I failed a mission. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. But let's see, I'm going to maybe send out my archers to do this strategic patrol. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to just let my spearmen rest for a while. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add just 2 transporters for now. I want to add wood and planks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the planks from this side. Unassign anyways, yes. And I'm going to actually utilize 2 slots for the planks. And then what I'm going to do is instead I'm going to assign the common clothes over there. That's it. Okay, so we've got a market stall right over here that sells the clothes. So that's why I think it would be a good idea to just store it in here. I'm going to systematically start upgrading my commoners to citizens as well. So let's just add another transporter maybe, and I need to add glass over here. So I'm going to import some extra glass. So let's just see. 30 glass. Let's just up this. Let's maybe make this 50, right? I'm going to make that 50, and I'm going to also say yes, stock maximum. So they can rather bring the glass towards this side. So you can see here now I've upgraded my treasury again, and it's already capping again at 4,250. And you can see per month or per week. Is it per month or per week? Anyways, last month. Okay, that's per month. So we've got plus 820 coins per month, which is really insane. If you take in consideration all the construction buildings that I've got and the additional expenses, and it's still doing so good. So I'm going to sign milk over here. I don't have any milk production or anything going as of yet, but I'm going to assign that, the milk there, the cheese, and we can maybe just assign the boars and the berries as well. Okay, so we've got the gatherer huts right over here, so I think it would be good to store the berries in there as well. And I'm waiting for my kingdom influence to further grow. So once we've got enough, I'm going to then unlock the private quarters, which we can then use for the knights. And I'll build like an extension here at the back of the castle, which will be the private quarters, that is. We've got an extra villager coming in there. Employment is high, so we should be getting bigger amounts of villagers coming in. Seeing that both our happiness is at its maximum and employment is high, we are very close to reaching 400 population, which is fantastic. I'm just waiting now for those villagers to come in. Let's just see if we paint this field. I'm going to maybe use the square block. And let's just increase the size over here. I think this might be big enough. We're going to see now. We first need to assign the workers to determine whether or not it is big enough. We only got 2 farmers in there, so yeah, okay. Well, we're going to just have to wait for a while until we get some extra people in. I'm thinking maybe I can take a transporter away from here. And we can assign another one over here. And for my lumber camp, we've got plenty of wood, so I'm going to take one of the woodcutters away. And there we go. I'm gonna just keep it like this for now. And so from here I'm going to also place my windmill, which can go roundabout over here. And the bakery doesn't have a negative effect on the residential structures, so I suppose we can place the bakery in here, just on the inside of the city walls. There we go. Yeah, so we need 35 kingdom influence to unlock the private quarters and also the healing house and the mess hall, all of these structures that I really want to add to the castle. It's going to take really long to unlock those ones. Maybe, hopefully we can get some sort of mission that we can do for the kingdom. Or for the king. And then we can get some extra kingdom influence. Currently got my soldiers sent out to do the strategic patrol. And those are the only missions that I can do at this stage. Just want to see, it says here no access to entertainment. Well, we've got entertainment right over here, guys. Come on. Maybe I must just add another brewer. They're not producing enough berry brew, I think. That could be, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Okay, but we've got quite a few villagers coming in here now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. So let's see, maybe we must just add another brewer over here. I'm going to upgrade them to a commoner. And then the rest of the villagers we can assign here as millers. You know, we've got enough resources at the moment as it is. So I'm thinking, yeah, they filled it up with the glass now. So we've got everything that we need to upgrade these houses to citizen houses. Except for the paved roads. That's the one thing I forgot about. Damn, I actually forgot about that one. We still need to do the paved road. Okay. So the pavers yards. We've got a little gap here maybe that we can squeeze it into. Although maybe here, keeping it close to the storage where the stone is would be better. Oh, we've got a small gap here at the back maybe. So let's maybe squeeze it in here. I think it would function fine from here. So there we go. Let's do the pavers yard. I'm going to just make it a high priority. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow them to pave the road, just the main road really. So then they can start upgrading some of these commoner houses. Yeah, let's just do it like that. And bring the road around, just pave that road. And just a little piece up here. There we go. So I'm going to just pave that little piece of road. But look at all that money that we're making from the honey. 53 honey sold and we got 350 coin. That is insane. So you see, when I started with this new playthrough, I placed off screen, I placed another apiary over here. And I suppose I can make more of them. Here, maybe in the backyard of the Basal Church. We've got some extra monks living here that we can utilize. So but it's really not necessary at this stage. We are doing so good at the moment. So there's quite a few people coming in again, so we can assign 1 or 2 of them as a baker, and the rest of them can go to the pavers yard. And then from there we should be able to then upgrade the houses to citizen houses. One, two, three, 4. Okay, we got 4 people, so I think maybe if we do 2 bakers, that should be okay. We've got a well point over there. I think it's close enough if we collect the water from there. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so I'm assigning myself 2 bakers. I'm going to just upgrade them to commoners for now. And then we can assign the rest of the people, we can assign here to the pavers yard. There we go. So we've got 2 here, and I think that should be sufficient in any case. Alright, so let's go to the tab on this side. And let's see who we can upgrade to citizens. Okay, these 2 woodcutters don't have a home for some reason. Okay, that's a bit strange. Let's upgrade my brewers. And then our tailors, obviously they're going to also go, our royal courtier needs to be a citizen. And then our tailors, that's all of them. And yeah, I don't think there's anybody else. Okay, cool. Conclude promotions. Let's just do it like that. Okay, so we can get maybe at least 2 or 3 citizen houses going. We're making quite a good amount of money just from selling the raw gold as well. You know, in my opinion, I think it's much better to sell the gold raw instead of doing the gold bars, because you need a lot of charcoal to produce this. And let's just see the difference in what you get for the gold bars. If we sell it, let's see who will buy the gold bars. Here we go. Okay, so Trotbury will buy the gold bars. And there is quite a big price difference if we sell the bars. And I see Northbury also, they will also buy the bars. Okay, so there is quite a big price difference. But it's just so much easier to sell the gold ore. And getting 4 coin per piece is still very good. Alright, so we can see now we've got one of the houses that's upgrading over here. They're starting to pave the roads over here, so that's good. We need 5 glass for the citizen house, 40 polished stone, and 60 planks. That's really crazy. But we've got enough resources to upgrade this in any case, so let's see. I'm waiting for those extra villagers to come in. There we go. So those extra villagers I'm going to sign here by the wheat farm. We're probably going to have to extend this now in any case with the extra worker that we're going to get with. So I just want to keep an eye out for that. And then once I've got it fully staffed, I'm going to go ahead and just place another wheat farm on this side. I'm going to have to maybe move this builder hut. Let's just maybe move it over here like so. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, only 2 workers. And we've achieved 400 population. Fantastic. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so the wheat farm is still adequately sized to cater for the 5 workers. So that's great. So we can just go straight into the next wheat farm. I'm going to maybe move this a little bit closer. So we're going to kind of build into the pathway, but that's fine. And let's add a barn. And our tooling shed I'm going to maybe place on this side. There we go. I'm really hoping they will occupy these open spaces, otherwise I'm going to just have to maybe place a couple of decorations over there. Just want to see how much resources we need for these smaller houses. Only 1 glass. Okay, that's really easy to upgrade these ones. Now I'm hoping we're going to finally be able to sort out the whole bread story. Let's see, a refined food. Yeah, it's less of a problem now, definitely. So that's been helping us. So there's not one time that I can remember since I started building the second town that my profit dropped less than plus 600. And at its highest, I think it was just under plus 900. So having a second town is really, really profitable. Oh, so I think one of the citizens actually moved to the other town. It must be, because that's the only reason why this structure can go down. Let's just see a patroller. Let's maybe just upgrade them to a citizen. We have to have a citizen in the structure, otherwise it's gonna go down. Alrighty, so we've got now 402 villages in our 2 towns. Right, so it's adequately sized. We can just wait for some more people to come in. I did see they said here housing is insufficient. No access to housing. Okay, that's kind of strange. Let's do some patrols over here. So they can just upgrade these houses. Here we go. Right, we've got another house that's being placed over there, which is great. I think, you know, in any case, let's maybe do like a nice decoration that we can place here in the middle of this big open piece. Okay, so we need like a sculptor to do these ones, so let's maybe do just a plain fountain like this. We can add a few trees or something. Let's place it like so, and then maybe a few cypress trees. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so our storage is full here for the vintners, or the vineyard rather. Maybe I should just go ahead and start selling some of the grapes again. I'm going to sell it maybe, let's just see. I'll sell it maybe till when it's over 100. Let's do it like that. Okay, and there's another 2 villages. And we've got a gap here, maybe to squeeze 1 extra house in here. So then this space will be totally filled. And I've got enough of the Kingdom Splendor now to... I'm going to maybe go ahead and unlock the private quarters. That's our new sub-building. We're not going to need it for a very long time because our soldiers needs to upgrade up to level 10, I believe. And you can see all of these guys, they're all still on rank 1. So they've got a long way to go. But I'm going to just place the quarters in any case, just to get an idea of how I want to expand the castle. So let's see here. Private quarters, there we go. And I suppose this would be the ideal structure to place for the private quarters. And then what we can do is we can extend it towards this side. Let's just raise the roof a little bit. Okay, so we've got a private quarter capacity for 4, which is great. Yeah, see now they want us to place the windows here at the bottom. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I wasn't sure if I could elevate the window, but there we go. Just want to kind of keep them all level. And that's it. Alright, I'm going to just place it like this. We're going to get another 12 Kingdom Splendor just because of these windows. And the actual structure, I think, also gives us Kingdom Splendor. Let's see. Okay, so we get 2 Kingdom Splendor from that. Okay, so the windows, in fact, do give a lot of Kingdom Splendor. Okay, let's go ahead and place this. We can maybe add some windows here for this tower. I think it would look pretty cool, having one of those windows over here. Let's see if we place it kind of over here. Yeah. I'm gonna just do 1 for now, just to see how it looks. Let's place it like that. Okay, we've got some extra villagers. Sounds like a good trade. Okay, maybe next time. We don't have enough wool. Okay, cool. So now it's fully staffed here, this wheat farm. And let's see how we can expand it. Adequately sized. Okay, great stuff. So eventually we can then just fit in another wheat farm if we need to. But the bread is starting to look more stable. That's for sure. So we've got berries, meat, fish. Now I do need another refined food here at the market stalls in order to satisfy the people, seeing now that we've got the citizens. And I believe the commoners also use 2 different of refined foods. Yes, they also do the 2 different refined foods. So let's set up another stall over here. We've got fish, meat and berries. So I'm going to do another one, and this will then be specifically for the bread. Here's an open space we can use for the bread. It seems appropriate to sell the bread just outside of the tavern. So I'm going to do that. Here we go. Okay, my plank supplies are definitely running low. I've got so many houses that I'm upgrading now. Maybe that is something that we can also add as another sawmill. I'm getting now these constant pop-ups saying the house requirement is no longer met. And I don't really understand why I'm getting those pop-ups, because you can see there's no signs on this side. And also not on this side. It could just be that they're taking too long to build these houses, so now that's why it's saying that. That's possible. Still kind of struggling with the refined food, and now you can clearly see that must be the cheese that's causing the problem. So what I'll do is I'll maybe add my cattle farms on this side, because I think the wheat is definitely sorted out for now. So let's do our dairy farm. I want to also kind of keep them close to the wall. I'm just going to give them some coins. You can see my profit did drop a little bit. We are now at plus 500, which is still great. But you know, so far the 2 towns have worked out for me very well. We've just got the occasional random thing that happens between where the logistics is not working or something. But otherwise, really been enjoying having the 2 towns. And you see, it's just close enough. If they need to fetch something from the other town, then it's not going to become as big of a problem. Let's just prioritize the sawmill. We can get that up just to produce that extra planks. I need to get these houses done. They take so much resources. You can see here 60 planks for the citizen houses. That's insane. Okay, so the sawmill is up. Let's just assign a whole bunch of people over here. And we've got a market stall, and I'm gonna just let them sell some bread on this side. Here we go. Yeah, so building these extra wheat farms really made a massive difference. We've got now 84 bread. So that's looking good. Very, very good. I'm gonna just maybe go ahead and tell my bailiff to prospect some extra minerals. Just to keep him busy. I need to give him some sort of work. Yeah, so between the 2 towns, I think when all of these houses are fully populated, I think we're going to end up maybe with like 500 population in total between the 2 towns. Oh, we got 80 polystone from that. That's good. Great stuff. Yeah, so with the current size that I've got the towns, as I was saying, we will look at maybe 500 people that we'll have in total, which is really great. I will maybe try a playthrough one day where I'm going to attempt to get myself 1,000 population. We'll see if we can achieve that. That's going to be a real challenge. But if we make the profits like we're making now on these 2 towns, then it's definitely going to be possible. Very possible, in fact. You see, there's also this thing where we can push the tax if we wanted to. We can push it a little bit higher without affecting the happiness too much. So you can see there it's only -7 or -8% of the happiness, and we're still in the middle 90s. But yeah, this is good. So I've pretty much achieved everything that I wanted to achieve with the playthrough that I did, and you can see now that the 2 towns, you can run it effectively. What I can take from this is that you just need to build a town not too far from your original town. If you do need anything from the neighboring town, then it makes it so much easier than just to help with the logistics in itself. But yeah, this has worked out great for me. And it's something that I will maybe apply in my future games more often. Building little towns, maybe even build a 3rd town. But I prefer to have one bigger town, to be honest, just because the city center is there, and it's kind of like irritating to have to scroll my screen into a certain direction the whole time to see if there's any messengers or any people coming to the town. So that's the only thing that I can say that really bugs me about it. But otherwise it looks beautiful and it works well and it's very profitable. But I want to thank you so much everybody for watching, and I'm going to see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. Axial Gamer, building kingdoms from the dark. Together